everybody? Happy Monday. We're back for another week. Shout out and round of applause from the live studio audience for Carl and McLovin. What up, McLovin? What up, Carl? Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Have you guys seen the price? It's crazy. I'm just here to say, freaking told you so. Get toxic today. I don't even care. What up, Old Man Bills BTC? Round of applause from the live studio audience for Old Man Bills BTC. At what point do you give up trying to orange pill your friends and family that are still not in Bitcoin and are still, or might be in Bitcoin, but they're holding their coins on the exchange? At what point do you give up on them? At what point do you give up on them? You try to do your best to communicate the information, but they're not listening. I don't know. I'm not going to answer that question. I'm just putting it out there. What do you guys think? All right, today's going to be a short episode. I'm kind of upset. I'm happy that the price of Bitcoin's gone up, but I'm upset that I won't be able to buy cheap SATS. Okay, are the days of cheap SATS over? Will I ever be able to buy for under 35K, under 30K, under 25? 15.5K, we you know, should have stacked harder, right? Always. Anyway, I'm stacking for the fam. They don't need to know. Old Man Bills BTC. Dang it, dude, you're so based. That's such a good response. I'm starting to feel better already. Nice job. That's a good way to look at it, Old Man Bills BTC. That's a great way to look at it. I dig it. All right, so let's get into it. Let's look at how many sats we can buy for a single dollar. It's so sad. Sat strength. Today, for $1, you can buy 2,384 satoshis. That is all. No more than that. That is all. Because the price of Bitcoin is at $41,908, almost at $42,000. We used to be able to buy twice as many satoshis for a single dollar once upon a time. You saw my washers and bolts Discord. Yeah, exactly, dude. Big stack, little stack. I get it, Bill. That makes perfect sense. I think I need to adopt that strategy right there. I'm not going to tell anybody. It's just in case they don't get their stuff together. I like it. All right. Today, the price of Bitcoin is 42,000. Let's call it 42,000. Okay, you can buy 2,387 satoshis for a single dollar. Or if you're walking down the street minding your own business, you look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day you could have 23 satoshis, 24 satoshis. What up, Leonard? Let's go! Round of applause from the live studio audience for Leonard. 23 satoshis. We used to be getting like 34, 39. Sometimes even 40 satoshis for a single penny. But those days are gone. Are they long gone forever? I don't know. They might be. Turn this guy off. Do you guys even like this up here? Should I take this off? Man, I feel like I'm begging. I'm not begging, guys. I'm out here trying to promote. Okay. All right. Little stack for me, big stack for them. There you go. Cool. All right. So that is the stack. That is the the SAT strength. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling super positive today, but at the same time, it's kind of sad that a lot of people are gonna miss out. You know, and there's only so much crazy you can be. You know, I don't want to upset all my friends. I don't want to upset all the people I know by just keep insisting on, dude, get into Bitcoin, dude, get into Bitcoin, dude, get into Bitcoin, right? What? At some point, you lead a horse to water. If the horse ain't thirsty, what can you do, right? I like it, but I can't scan my phone with my phone. Oh, dude, can't scan your phone with my phone. Okay, got it. Well, there you go. We'll put this up here, and we'll put that up here. Bam. Okay, those two things do the same thing. If you send any amount of satoshis, we'll get a Ric Flair woo in the house for stacking sats. Bit Trio in the house. What up? Hey, I am bummed about the pump. Yeah, in a way I am bit trio because it means that cheap sats are long gone, and I mean, it's still a good value. Had some cash waiting for 30K. We might never see that again. Oh my gosh, no. No, I didn't have that kind of cat. I didn't have a big stash waiting for 30K. That's for sure. I knew that it wasn't going to go down there anymore. Well, I didn't know that, but dude, how can you be waiting for a dip? All right. Like right now, I don't know, whatever. Like the risk. Okay, let's talk about this. It's a good thing to talk about. There we go. Why we stack. We're going to talk about the Bitcoin pump, but more importantly, have you been waiting for a dip to get in? That's the thing. You don't do that. The risk of waiting for the dip is so high. The risk reward ratio of waiting to get in for a little bit less is so high that it's not worth it. Right? It's not worth to, like, even at 41K, okay? Let's say at 42K pretty much, right? Let's say at 42K, ETF gets approved, a bunch of people sell, and they drop the price. Somehow the price comes down to, like, let's say 30, right? Well, what are the odds of it going back down to 30 after ETF gets approved, or for whatever reason in the next, whatever, the rest of the month, right? The ETF, that the rumor has it that the ETF's gonna get approved in, was it January 5th through the 9th? One of those dates. That's like less than a month away, right? If you're waiting for a dip, like the dip happened, dude. The dip was at 15.5, right? If it dips again, maybe you'll be able to get back in at 37, 38. But who cares? The difference between 37 and 41 or 42, where we are today, is negligible to the difference between 42K and 100 or a million, right? Like 100K, the difference between you getting back in at 30K, right? That's like what, you're gonna have a couple more sats, right? But you're gonna miss the whole ride if you're not in it, right? So it's a difficult decision. I get it, right? But let's not be sat foolish. What is it? Was it pound sat? How does it go? How does it normally go? Penny wise, pound foolish. Let's not be sat wise, Bitcoin foolish. Okay, sat wise, Bitcoin foolish. You're gonna wait for that 0.035 Bitcoin, sorry, $1 million Bitcoin, or you're gonna buy it on at the 0.041 $1 million Bitcoin, right? That difference, it's in the it's in the hundredths, right, of a million, right? So stack, stack, smash by everything, sell everything, right? Sell, and just hey, that's my opinion. I'm just a guy on the internet, right? But like, all signs point to it's not going to come back down very much. If it does come back down, maybe you'll be able to accumulate a little bit more sats per dollar. But still, the risk of that little risk is not enough to outweigh the potential upside of just being in it, right? Just get in it. Jeez. All right, that's enough. All right. Anyway, not financial advice, but that's just my take on that idea of waiting for a dip. You just be stuck waiting for a dip. There's people still waiting for that 20. There's still people waiting for that 10K dip. Right? When Bitcoin was 15.5, there's people waiting for the 10K. 8K, I even heard in some places. Some people on YouTube were saying, oh, don't worry, guys, it's going to drop down to 8K. Oh, don't worry, guys, it's going to drop down to 10K. Right? Oh, even 14K. It never hit 14K. Even if you're at 10, if you're at 15.5, waiting for 14K, waiting for $1,000 move, right? Well, $1,500 move, you're out. You lost already. Like, you would have been up 100%, right? Selling a dog was worth it. Let's go. Oh, that Bills BTC coming in hard. Let's go. Sorry, doggy. That's hilarious. All right, so that is why we stack. We're stacking hard, and the only thing to be sad about is that people are going to be left behind, but rejoice because we are on the Bitcoin train, and the train is clearly leaving the station, and we're not even, no ETF has been approved yet, and the halving is hasn't happened yet. Okay, so and the Bitcoin price is already pumping, right? So we're in a good spot. We're in a good spot. Okay. If you're looking at the price and you're saying, man, I missed it, you didn't miss it. Keep stacking. Continue with your plan. Continue with whatever your DCA program is. If you're buying a certain amount per month, per day, per week, per hour. Yeah, I get it, Bitrio. I get it. And I'm not trying to beat up on you. I'm just saying that's a lot of let's not be sat foolish. Okay? Let's be yeah, let's not be sat wise. Let's not be sat wise. Okay? Is sat wise pound? Yeah. Let's go! Woo! 21 sats. Sell your dog. Sell your dog. Sell your dog. Buy Bitcoin. Let's not be sat wise and Bitcoin foolish. Okay? All right. So that said, let's check into our little stack, What do you think? Let's check into our stack and see what the portfolio. Oh, portfolio sounds fancy. Let's just see what our bag for the show is doing, guys, because we're just regular peeps, just regular people. The show has got a regular bag, you know. So average person should be able to afford the show bag over the span of time that we've done on the show. And if not, I'm sorry, but it's pretty attainable still. Pretty attainable, right? 0.1 Bitcoin. Let's check out our stack. Stack recap. Here we go. Our stack recap is popping up on the screen. Wow, look at that. Today we're up 31.85% since probably since that's probably a lot more, but it averages out to our whole portfolio being up 31.85%. We hit 10 million satoshis last Friday. We did a smash buy of $211 because we should have done a smash buy of $200 on Thursday, but I delayed it one more day, and guess what happened? I had to pay the piper. I had to pay for more expensive sats. I had to pay, instead of $200 to get me to 1.1 Bitcoin, I had to pay $212 or $211. I forget. Let's check. I had to pay $213 because of the fees and stuff, right? To get to 0.1 Bitcoin at 31,460. That's crazy. Look at the price. It's gone up over $10,000 since the last episode. That is wild. That is wild. And anyway, today we're gonna buy the standard $20 worth of Bitcoin because we're sticking to our DCA schedule. We're buying $20 worth of Bitcoin Monday through Friday. It doesn't matter what the price is. What matters is that our Satoshi count keeps going up right here. And it has been. Just like that, we're making our way past 10 million Satoshis. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, okay, let's say, I love the chat, guys. I love the chat running through. That's awesome. I would trade all my bit to get my dog back. Aw, that's true. That's true. Sorry, Leonard. Sorry about your doggies. We're messing around. You know we're kidding. But yeah, it's yeah. All right. No more dog selling. No more dog selling. Anyway, here we go. I feel sad now. Oh man, this show's already been an emotional roller coaster. Let's focus on the sats. Keep it going. Keep accumulating. Okay. So today we're gonna be stacking some sats. $20 worth of Bitcoin. Let's do this buy so we can talk about other stuff. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. It's time to stack some sats. Time to stack some sats. I don't care what the price is. All right, I don't care what everybody thinks. I don't care if you guys think I'm crazy. I don't care if you're tired of hearing about stacking sats. I'm not. I'm not tired. I'm kind of tired of saying it, but I'm not tired of hearing it. We're gonna buy $20 worth of Bitcoin today over on Swan Bitcoin. And you can choose whatever exchange you want to choose. Just remember, the most important part after you buy the Bitcoin is you gotta take that Bitcoin off the exchange into custody, into your custody. We're not even calling it self-custody anymore. We're just calling it custody, because that's what it is. You need to take your coins off the exchange, whatever exchange you're purchasing them on, and get that Bitcoin into your wallet that you have the keys for. Okay, we've talked about that before in the show. If you have any questions about that, put it in the chat. We can cover that real quick, because that's most of the most important things we should be talking about. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this preview. My buy. Bam. Update my notes over here for episode 115. Today's episode 115, guys. And I think I'm gonna check my subscribers, because I think our episode count is beating. I think our subscriber count is beating our episode count now. So, choo, nice job. Okay, let me see. And browser. Here we go. All right. Today, oops. Sorry, guys. Here today, we're buying $20 worth of Bitcoin. It's gonna cost us 20 cents. I cut the music. Drum roll, please. Here we go. Come on, you can do this. And just like that, we've stacked another little stack. And just like that, we're chilling. All right, let's update the spreadsheet. Jeez, it feels so surreal putting in this price. 41,966. Wow, it's wild. And I'm gonna be so sad when I see the amount of satoshis I got for this. We paid $20.20 for for 47,658 satoshis. That's how much we paid. And so it's pretty sad. All I was saying is that money slash wealth isn't everything. You're right, Leonard. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, we're all messing around. He knows. We're kidding. We're kidding. All right, cool. So that said, we got what is it? We bumped up. Dude, it's so funny. We just seen that number move. We're still at 10 million satoshis. We're keeping it going. 10,057,498 satoshis. The SAT count continues to go up, slow and steady. Captain down in the house. Let's go. Love my dog. Oh, I got my. I gotta go buy some today. Add it to my stack. Let's go, Captain Dan. Nice work. Love my dog. He's a blue healer, 5-year-old. Nice. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That's awesome. a hand painted portrait of him. That's hilarious. That's in a good way. That's awesome. Cool. All right, guys. That's awesome. Cool. So let's get into the Q&A segment of the show, which is sell non-living organisms. Sell everything that's non-living. Just kidding. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. I was feeling a little bit down today because the prices shot up so much. and people are missing out. I don't have enough time to convince my friends. I didn't have enough time to convince all my friends. I didn't have enough time to convince all my family members, and I feel like a failure because of that. And I just got to remind myself that I can stack for them. Nice job, Bill. Bill said I can stack for them, right? Or and I don't know. It's you can't save everybody, I guess, right? And it's sad. It's sad, and it's just I don't know. It bothers me, guys. It bothers me that I didn't have the knowledge or or that I didn't articulate it correctly to those people, and maybe I even made it worse for them by turning them off of Bitcoin by my insistence. But yeah, it's weird. It's weird. But that said, I want to continue to do what I do. But it's gonna get to a point where, I mean, I guess no matter what, at what price you start to understand Bitcoin and you start to accumulate it, it's still better than holding cash, right? It's still better than holding dollars. So in the long run, it just means that those people that start to get into Bitcoin down the road, it'll take them longer to build a nice stack, or like the average stack size is in general is just going to be like super low, right? Because everybody will be fighting for whatever's left on exchanges, for whatever's being mined that the ETFs haven't already scooped up, right? So once the ETFs, and then some of those people might not even ever decide to hold it themselves, and just buy the ETF, which is probably the worst thing you could do for sovereignty, right? Because that for sure is not your coin, right? It's not in your wallet. It's not your keys. It can be seized. It has all of the, and on top of that, this is the worst part. On top of that, it can be created from scratch, created from thin air, right? This is serious, right? Why you shouldn't buy the ETF is because unless we have the wallet addresses of those institutions that are going to be claiming to sell you Bitcoin ETF. Don't get me wrong, Bitcoin ETF is good for Bitcoin. Bitcoin ETF is bad for consumers, okay? You want to have the Bitcoin yourself. You want to take it into your own custody, right? Because Bitcoin ETF companies, Bitcoin ETF company X or Y or Z, they're going to say, yeah, we're going to sell you a Bitcoin ETF which costs $50 a share, right? That's going to sound more appealing than 2,340 Satoshis for $1, right? Be like, oh, no way, I'm just going to get one share of Bitcoin ETF for $50, right? And then what's going to happen is in the background, those companies have to go and buy. Those companies have to go in the background and buy the Bitcoin to back up their paper Bitcoin that they sold you. Because Bitcoin ETF is basically paper Bitcoin, right? So then you have all the same problems that you have with gold, that you have with money, is that they've added a layer on top of the money that's going to keep you from accessing it, that allows them to charge you the middleman fee of managing it for you, right? Like, imagine if I had to pay a fee on this, right? What percentage of my gains, and I'm talking about air quotes because I'm never going to sell, what percentage of my gains would my ETF management company want in exchange for their good service of buying the Bitcoin for me and waiting, right? They're trying to get paid to buy the Bitcoin for you, and take a cut of the gains for just buying it for you, right? Yeah, I get it. If some of the money is not available to purchase it anyway because you have it like with the 401k or whatever, that's different, right? But still, in general, most people shouldn't be buying Bitcoin on those ETFs, right? We care about the ETFs, and we're getting hyped about the ETFs because all they're going to do is they're going to unlock a bunch of liquidity that's going to go into Bitcoin, and then it's going to pump the price of Bitcoin for everybody, right? And if you're holding your own Bitcoin, that's great, okay? And the other problem becomes that what's going to happen. Here's what happens in the traditional banking system, right? The banks take your money as deposits. They invest it in ideas or companies or even in real estate or whatever. They basically invest with it. They play whatever market they want to play, and they're trying to make gains on that money that you've deposited into the banks. Okay, and then on top of that, if they make a positive gain, they don't give you any of that money. They give you like 0.01% or 0.5% or some 0.05% or something like that. Some weird savings, some really poor savings interest, right? And then if they lose that money by making poor decisions and poor investments, they come begging to the government and say, "Hey, we lost this money. We need a bailout. We need a backstop. Whatever you want to call it. It just means that the government has to now we're left holding the bag for their losses, and they want privatized gains on the investments they do with our money that they're supposed to be holding securely, and they want so privatized gains and public losses, right? Socialized losses. They want everybody to pay for the mistakes they made when they come to the government and ask for bailouts. We're not having to pay for the poor investment decisions they made, right? So that same scenario, take the ETFs, right? If these companies are not actually going and buying Bitcoin and really like holding it in reserve like they're supposed to for the ETFs, it's going to be a huge problem if they've been selling it just paper Bitcoin, right? And when they need to go and actually cover their losses, if there is a loss or if there's a run on the banks or if there's a run on those ETFs or whatever, and they need to go and actually cover your Bitcoin, they better have it, because if they don't, the government can't go and print more Bitcoin, right? That's the whole point. It keeps them honest, right? And if they're going to continue with their dishonest practices, it's going to be a reckoning, and it's going to be wild. Okay. So that's why it's super important that no matter what you do, when you stack Bitcoin, you take it into self-custody, because then once it's in your custody, it doesn't matter. It's just now your Bitcoin is just nobody can get between you and the Bitcoin network. As long as you have internet access and your wallet software, any wallet software, right? You can get access to your coin. You can move it. You can sell it. You can give it away. You can spend it, or you can just hold it forever, right? And nobody can tell you otherwise. And nobody's going to be in the way telling you that you owe them a fee, right? We already paid our fee. We paid our fee when we bought it, and I think with Swan we don't even pay a fee when we withdraw it. We just put it into our holdings. Anyway, if you've been stacking with us since the beginning of the show, back in May, was it May? Yeah, crazy. And you have a substantial amount of Bitcoin, which is anything more than 0.01 Bitcoin on an exchange, you need to figure out how to get that off the exchange and into your own wallet, hardware wallet preferably. If you need help with that, hit me up on our Discord server, !Discord in the chat. We'll give you the link to our Discord server. And I don't care. I'll walk you through it. I've walked my family through it. I've walked my friends through it in a way that I don't need to see any of your private information, right? We get on a call and you do all the things, and it'll help you just get it off the exchange, okay? Because whatever exchange we're buying it on, whether it's Swan, Coinbase, Binance, I hope you're not on Binance. When those exchanges go down, if they go down for whatever reason, right, those accounts that are holding your stash, they're gonna go down with it, right? They're gonna leave with your coin. So make sure that you're holding your own SATS. Leonard, I haven't had any luck with that yet. I've updated the thing to the latest plugin. I've reached out to them on X, and I'm thinking about opening a ticket with their actual tech support system. So I might do that this week, Leonard. Meanwhile, the wallet you're on right now should be okay for now. But yeah, I'll try to get that resolved. It's wild. Cool. All right, so with that, I think that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this short episode of the SATS Show. It's a short episode, but I'm long Bitcoin. See what I did there? And yeah, keep stacking. Sell some stuff. Don't sell your pets. And I will see. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another episode of the SATS Show. Remember, tell your friends, tell your family. If they ain't stacking, they slacking. You know.